Welcome. Oh, family, what's going on? Welcome to Saturday Night with Dwight. It is Saturday. I'm Dwight, and this is what we do, baby. Thanks for joining me yet again. It's a beautiful day outside, so you could be anywhere besides here, but you came to do this for some reason. I appreciate you. And thanks for all your support of the show over the last 4 months. You guys have been fantastic. I am excited for tonight's show. I have my good friend Lynnea, who is a very funny comic that tours all around the country, out of Louisville. Some sad news happened since we last spoke. My main man, my North Star, my hero from college, the Dark Man himself, DMX, Darkman X, has passed onto another realm. So that was tough. That was tough. He was 50 years old. A lot of you that know me know that I'm a huge DMX fan. I have a bit about it. I have DMX merch. What would DMX do? That's how I'm gonna live my life for the rest of time. It's really funny how many people reach out to me with their condolences, like he was a family member or something. It's like I just had a bit about him and I liked his music. I didn't know him personally. But you guys were great. You're like, sorry, Dwight, sorry this happened to you, and you alone. It's like I think we're all going through this. We can all let out a growl. I'm not a nice person. Shout out to X. I found out and I went to get a bottle of Hennessy. That's what Darkman drank. And here's the thing about Hennessy. It's sweet. It is higher echelon Courvoisier, if you will. And so it goes down smooth and doesn't hit you until later. And I was like 17 sips of Hennessy in. I'm not going to count how many drinks that was. It was a lot. And I just got done at a show, and then it just all hit me at once. Like all the Hennessy that I had poured out, main man X hit me at once, and I was like, "Oh no, this is why this man was arrested so much, because you can't just drink Hennessy and be in public. That is a recipe for disaster." So had a friend take me and my fiance Megan home, and we made it home safely. And I dealt with the roughest hangover I've dealt with since college. So I put the Hennessy away. That's for special occasions. You know, if one of my homies passed away, I'm just gonna pour out a little something for them. I'll pull out the Hennessy. That's not an everyday drinker. That's this shit on ice. If you missed the happy hour, it was dope. I made a mojito, some fresh mint, some fresh lime, a little Bacardi. It was great. I'm not drinking those because it was delicious and went down so fast that I have to pace myself to speak to you lovely individuals. If I make another mojito, then you might not enjoy the interview with Holly, because I'll be stumbling all over myself, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all, do they? What else is going on? I have been you guys heard about the Brewdog debacle. I took another job at Flatwater here in Indianapolis, so that's been good. Nice to have some income coming in, because I got a wedding to pay for. I don't know if you guys know this, but I got a wedding to pay for, and the shit is expensive. Every time you think you pay for something, another bill just comes. Like, oh, did you think of toilets? What did you think of napkins? What did you think of food? Did you got bartenders? Do you got beer? Do you got liquor? That's the most important part of the wedding with our collective families, are beer and liquor and wine and backup beer and liquor and backup wine. So that's been good. We're getting a handle on it. So that is we're getting it under control. Thank you, Becca, for the hands of praise. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I've been busy. I've got some dates coming up, which I'm excited about. I started this as a way to talk to my friends when I'm not on the road, so that you guys could meet some people that maybe you didn't know before, but are hilarious, and just kind of catch up with people. But now that I got shows coming up, I think I'm gonna keep doing this because it's fucking fun. You know, you make a cocktail, you chat. I think they were onto something with podcasts, but this is visual. Yes. Thank you for yeah. You guys don't follow along, but you comment on how good the drink looks. So maybe when I send the ingredient card next month, you'll follow along, you heathens. I did want to read this because I don't read it often, but it's one of the funniest things that someone sent me this last week. I had people sending me DMX videos, DMX pictures, DMX stories. It was very endearing. This is from my story. This is the frat concert that I was a part of throwing. And this was the Billboard article that came out the next day. Headline, DMX frat house concert ends in macing. That's the headline. This is 2008. A DMX concert on the campus of Indiana University turned violent last night, as most DMX concerts will do, with unknown persons spraying attendees with mace after the show ended abruptly. Unknown persons. So you guys know from my story, cops just started spraying people with mace. But in this article, unknown persons. Who the fuck has mace spraying it on college students? According to the Indiana Daily Student, the show was slated to begin at 8:30, but was delayed an hour because the DMX was late arriving to Lambda Chi Alpha Fraternity. He was 2 hours late. The man was 2 hours late. Tensions were already high. Police shut the show down at 9:30, removing DMX from the stage after only 3 songs. Witnesses said students began to rush to the stage, and police attempted to calm the situation with mace. You see how they telling themselves right there? Police attempted, unknown persons. Here's what happened. DMX passed a bottle of Hennessy into the crowd. 6 cops jumped on stage, tackled DMX, and the audience went crazy against the police. It was the most beautiful thing. Unless you've seen 1,000 college kids turn on police to DMX's defense, you've not seen anything. It's beautiful, and I appreciate you guys for reaching out and with your condolences for a person that was not even in my family. So I appreciate that. I know, Becca. Oh my God, indeed. Type in DMX Indiana, and that article will come up. But Becca, do you have one of these bands? One of these DMX bands? I'm gonna send you one if you don't. I feel like you should. But yeah, I put the Hennessy away. I'm not about that life, apparently. I'm not built for it. I thought I was doing my man a solid, but he came back and got me. Good. Oh, look, we got some people in here. You don't? All right, I'll send you and Kev one in the mail tomorrow or Monday when the mail is open. I got you, Becca. Appreciate it. Yeah, so this month I'm very excited. I have good friend Holly. You guys that have been to Limestone have probably seen her there. If you live in the world, you've probably heard of her. She's all over the place making big moves. I think I'm gonna change the name of Saturday Night with Dwight to Blowing Up, because everybody I have on is blowing up. So I want to introduce Holly with you guys cheering from your couches, because that's the introduction she deserves. She performs all over the place, been in countless comedy festivals, and I cannot wait to see her on stage when it is safe to do so. Please welcome Holly Lynnea. Holly, what is up? I think you're muted, my dear. Yeah. I tried to unmute you.
Hello. Hey.
You hey, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my God, you look fantastic. I'm good.
Thank you. You know, I got my COVID-19 sitting on me well.
Okay. Did you get a vaccine?
I did. I am fully
vaccinated. Which one?
I'm fully vaxxed. I'm the Pfizer baby.
Pfizer baby, yeah.
Pfizer baby.
That's
Pfizer
baby.
Gang,
Pfizer baby.
Gang.
That's hilarious. So how long have you been vaccinated?
I got my second shot on Monday, as a matter of fact. So yeah, like
congratulations.
Thank you. I technically am not supposed to be out until like the 26th, but you know,
You went out today.
I mean, I've been out the whole time. Look, you're not gonna
tell you.
I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Like I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I can't be sitting at home just like not doing stuff. So
yes, I feel you. I got the Johnson & Johnson shot. Ooh. And then I got a text alert while she was sticking me in the arm about blood clots. And I was like, you can't take it back. I guess this is just, it felt like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like you won't have to come back.
Right, exactly. Like have her take it back out.
It's like
here's what was strange. Like the first shot that I got, the guy that was behind me, like a big dude, like a big corn fed. I'm sorry about this thing's going on with the green screen or whatever. So I apologize. I swear it's not the vaccine. It's not the vaccine eating through my face. I apologize. But I don't know how to fix it. But anyway, so the first shot I got, there was this big corn-fed dude, right? Like big dude. And I had just gotten the shot, and the lady was like, you have to hang around for like 15 minutes to make sure you don't have any sort of reaction, you know, to the shot, like this one that I'm having right now with the green screen.
Yeah. She should have kept you for a day.
Right. She should have kept me for 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden I hear, oh no. And I turned back to look, and I don't know if he saw the needle, or I don't know if he was being administered or it already happened. And he was just, you know, like, I don't get it. But all I saw was the bottom of his shoes, like just feet up like this. And he was out. I was like, are you kidding me? Like you a good 280, you know, good 6'2", like you a big dude, like a big dude, you know. And
oh my God,
he was out for the count. And I told the manager on the way, I was like, hey, you know, you got a problem back there. You got, you know,
yo, this dude's gonna need some
noodle legs back there. Can't handle a little bit of needle.
Those are always the dudes that talk shit too. It's like,
I know.
All you had to do was pull out like a needle, and they would have passed out. You would have de-escalated the situation.
I know. Maybe I should start carrying one of those. But
yeah. What good is mace when you have
a
Pfizer needle?
A little needle.
Oh for real, I can't stress how much I did not look at the needle.
You didn't?
Couldn't do it. Nope. Really? Could not do it.
Really?
Didn't do it. I didn't want to see it. I just like it'll go in and then I'll be good.
Yeah, needles don't bother me. I love to do it. I love to watch the needle go in. It's weird. Like
for real?
Like, yeah, I like watch them when they do like a blood draw, you know, because you know every year women have to, you know, we have to get our little well check, and I'm like, look, give me everything.
I don't know. It doesn't affect me. I don't know.
No, I'm like, give me all my tests. I need all my tests. Is that good? That's going to constitute a blood draw, right? Okay, good. That's what I came for.
Yeah.
And she comes with the little thing and she pokes it. I'm like, ooh, that's like interesting. That's like so neat. You know?
My God.
Yeah.
Do you also get into true crime and like forensic files and shit like that?
Mm-mm,
no,
mm-mm.
You just like to see blood.
No.
Coming out of the human body.
No, I'm not petrified of needles.
Gotcha.
Like now, Now it depends on the needle. Now I would say like a epidural needle is a beast completely different.
You don't want to.
That's the long,
okay,
flavor injector that they, bring out when you go to have a baby, right? And they got to poke that in your spine. That's different, right?
You don't want that.
No,
so you're not a psychopath.
I'm not a psychopath. No,
okay.
I'm just not. Yeah, I'm good. That
you're not like walking by. It's like, oh, is that epidural? Let me see. Let me peek.
Everybody has a level, and like the little what do I call it? What I just call it? Yeah, you have to get the shot. Anyway, when you have a baby. So I'm not crazy, but it just doesn't bother me. Just doesn't bother me.
Amazing. So do you feel more safe now that you have it, or have you just been living your life this entire time?
Well, I don't know if this was. Now, at one point there was a shot that was supposed to give Black people like superpowers. So I don't know.
Oh my God. I did all the searches.
You forgot about that shot, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. I don't know.
I couldn't find. I still think it exists. I think they're not telling us something, Holly.
Do you think that this was it? Do you think that was it?
Ooh.
Did you watch the syringe that she picked up? Did they pick it up from a different place?
I had no interest of seeing anything that she did.
Okay.
No, didn't watch her pick the needle up. I felt it go on my arm. Didn't watch her come out.
Well, I'm wondering if it was like the special powers pile, or if it was just like the regular, pile for everybody.
Like it was her decision.
Right.
Like who gets superpowers.
Right. These are the superpowers.
Yeah.
Because, all Black folks were supposed to get their shot. We were supposed to get our superpowers on one particular day. But they didn't tell us what day or how it was coming.
Yeah.
So, I watched though. I'm like, did you get it from the right or the left?
Yeah. Did you
read
superpowers?
Me.
Some superpowers aren't as good as the others. What would your superpower be?
I would probably like to be invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah.
That's always a weird one to me.
Why?
Because why invisible?
Well, because I can get into a lot of places without being seen, and I can stand in and listen to and witness a lot of things without being visible to a lot of people.
Yeah, you could watch blood draws without people even knowing you're fucking there.
Okay, let me change that. Let me change this.
Like, is that an epidural?
Look, I don't need a different fan base following me now. Okay, I don't need.
Now, because if everybody got to choose their superpower, you just have people at comedy shows invisible.
Right, invisible or showing up with syringes. Maybe I should make syringes my new merch. Should I make syringes my new merch?
I think so.
That's crazy.
I think so.
I don't want to part of it. I don't want to part of your needle exchange programs.
Oh man, that's so funny. Making overweight white dudes pass out at the site. Oh,
no, that's superpower.
Oh God, couldn't possibly. Yeah, I think I would. I've always wanted to be like Thor.
Strong. You want to be strong.
Just like summon lightning and
lightning. Okay, that's what. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think like all superheroes are kind of strong because either they build themselves a suit or they're smart enough. Yeah. But to nobody manipulates weather outside of Thor and Storm.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would want to manipulate weather as much as I would want to be able to prevent humidity wrecking my hair.
Okay.
But I would like for every superhero to have strength as a base, like a base level power to your superpowers, and you just kind of build from there. Yeah, that should be a standard. That's a factory issue superpower. It's like strength.
Right. Did you ever see the movie Hitch?
I did.
His superpower is just he's strong and he's drunk and he has a high metabolism, I guess.
Now, are you talking about? I'm talking about.
Oh no! I'm thinking of Hancock.
Yeah. Okay.
I mixed up Will Smith movies.
Please don't, because that's.
I hate myself.
Okay.
You won't find a bigger Will Smith fan than me.
Okay.
And I get made fun of it. I get made fun of it for it quite a bit. I've been drinking mojitos.
Mojitos. Okay.
Yes.
I have a drink too.
What are you drinking? Tea? What you talking about, Willis? That's incredible.
I am drinking vino.
Ooh.
Vino.
What's up?
It's my mom's, so
okay.
I bought it for her, and I don't quite care for it. It's a Moscato.
No! So it's sweet.
Oh man,
super sweet.
I can't do it. Now my favorite, which incidentally, I finished the bottle yesterday while I was waiting for my my coming on to the show, because I was a day early, y'all.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I was at work and I get off and I got a tweet, I got an Instagram message, I got a post on Facebook. I was like, she gonna call TMZ and tell them I ain't shit.
Listen, I messaged Gwen. I was like, Gwen, can you please find Dwight? And
oh my God,
what is going on? I'm sitting here. I had this cup full of Sauvignon Blanc, right? I was sitting here. I was waiting. I
my God.
Listen, I wasted a full face of Fenty makeup sitting here yesterday. I curled my hair, and I was
my God.
I did all this, and I was like,
yeah, you're coming to find me.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? That's usually on Saturday. I was like, what day is it? And she's like, it's Friday, and I'm like, dude, I promise you, I haven't known what day it was since March 2020.
Yeah, what is time?
I don't know what day it is.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's. You think it's gonna be a problem when you start taking dates again?
It's already a problem because I only have 2 on the book, and I've already got them confused.
My God, Holly, you did your hair. You you were ready.
I did my hair. I did my makeup. I had on this same look.
How many steps is that?
This is the
where
look.
You were like, not even what day is it?
Listen, it's Saturday. Yesterday was Saturday. I don't know what the problem is with y'all. Yesterday was Saturday. Today is Sunday. What is wrong with y'all?
So the title Saturday Night with Dwight is too confusing.
I didn't even see the Saturday Night with Dwight. I promise you I didn't, because
I'm like, Holly is mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I was just mad. But like,
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm missing my show. It's happening already. I knew I would lose track of time due to COVID. You know, I knew.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was panicking because of that. So
yeah.
My apologies. You were like, yeah, let's try this again tomorrow. I'm like,
yeah. Are you free tomorrow? Can we do this tomorrow?
You know what? I am free tomorrow because that's what originally this was supposed to happen. So
that's so funny.
But listen, I've been doing like a lot of like webinars, workshops, you know, everybody's doing stuff online. So in my downtime during, the panorama, I decided to just do all different things just to kind of, since I'm not doing any Zoom shows because I'm just too much of a purist to want to do any Zoom shows. So I haven't done any, and I feel really bad because, all my friends have asked me to do their shows, and I'm just like, like I'm not in a good mental space, and I wasn't in a good mental space. Any other, and it's not any better because I thought yesterday was Saturday. So
you were convinced.
You were
convinced through a tweet, through a Facebook message, through an Instagram message.
I was like, hey buddy, I'm worse than an ex-girlfriend. Like I was stalking you worse than an ex-girlfriend. I was like, hey Dwight, call me. That was your tweet. Hey Dwight, what's going on with the meeting? That was your tweet on Instagram. I was like, hey Dwight, you got a link for me? And Facebook. I was like, I called you through Facebook. I know.
Like, I saw.
What is going on, Dwight? Why won't you call me? I
checked a LinkedIn. I got one there. I got a Snapchat. I got a TikTok.
You silly. And so finally, what do women do? We call a good girlfriend to let us, to either support our craziness in the heat of the moment or to calm us down. And my good girlfriend is Gwen. Okay. Gwen is the person that I call whenever there's an emergency. Either it's, hey, I'm coming through, Indy. Could you stop for me at my favorite spot and grab me some food? And she's like, hell no, I'm busy. And then, or yesterday, it was just like, yeah, girl, it's Friday.
It's Friday. That's usually
tomorrow is the show. So
Saturday night with Dwight's usually on Saturday.
Listen, I didn't even pay attention. I never saw the name.
Funny.
I
love it.
I didn't even see the name. And that is just, because I've been away from the interwebs and I've just not done any. So I apologize for stalking you. And so, yeah, no
one was hurt.
Oh, no one was hurt. And that's the important thing. But I also want to congratulate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Put a ring on it. I had to put a ring on it. Also, you're not the only person that's forgetting what day. I had Caitlin Palufo on, and she also thought it was the day after. So I sent her a link. She's like, oh, shit. So she did it from her car.
Oh.
Everyone watching remembers that. So she did it from her car while she was waiting to go into New York Comedy Club. I was like, you're a fucking champion. Thank you.
Kate, that's my boo. I love her.
She's funny as shit.
I love her.
Yes. But also thank you for the engagement. We're very excited. Yeah. We're going to Puerto Rico.
To get married?
For the honeymoon. No, we're getting married in the back.
Gotcha.
But for the honeymoon, yeah.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I love. Have you been to Puerto Rico?
No, I've not. I've not been.
I will give you tips. I will give you tips.
Give us some tips. I want tips.
We'll share some tips.
Yes.
Just I will say this. I went to Puerto Rico some years ago. It was for my birthday.
And get on the flight the right day. You say get on the flight the right day. If that's the tip.
No, I went there for my birthday, and unfortunately, I had to watch a man succumb to drowning at the beach. So
what?
So keep your ass.
You watch somebody drown?
Keep your ass out the water. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, I was going to already, but Jesus, you watched somebody drown?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Holy shit! How long?
My birthday was like ruined. I had just gotten there.
Yeah, you just watched somebody.
I was like,
drown.
Ooh.
Did he just go too far into the water?
They changed the flags at the beach, when the water is too choppy. But the thing is that the tide kind of took him out. They got him, but it was too much in him. They couldn't get all of it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what it was. It wasn't a one of these type of things. It was, it was just, they couldn't get, I know that was horrible, wasn't it? But I sat there. I sat there in the little hot tub drinking my wine, and it was so gripping because we were like, oh my God, what's going on? He had just gotten there with his family and just got in the water and just,
oh my God,
it was horrific. So, but I will tell you the best places to eat, to get the best sangria.
Okay.
The prettiest.
Are you you're just a wine person? I've seen you drink a cocktail, right?
I'm sorry?
I've seen you drink a cocktail or two, right?
Yes. I was going to tell you, if you notice behind me, this is Kentucky.
The Derby.
Yeah, it's the Derby. So being a Kentucky girl, I'm very fond of bourbon.
Nice.
And so my favorite bourbon is I love a good rye bourbon with ginger ale.
Ooh, I love that.
Just a splash.
Do you have a favorite local rye bourbon?
I do. Well, is it local? I don't think it's.
Even if it's not.
Actually, yes, I do. Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, It's 17. It's what is it? No, Woodford. It's Woodford. It's Woodford Rye.
Woodford
Yeah,
Rye?
Woodford
I love
Rye.
Woodford Rye. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
Woodford
you been
Rye.
to that distillery?
No, you know what? And I'm weird like that. I don't go to the things that people that come to visit. Like,
So you're
I'm
from Louisville and you're not in the distilleries.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm not a touristy person, but
yeah,
I probably should. I would love to learn the process and see everything and taste everything, because they would want to like have me taste all the things, and I'd be like, nah, just take me straight to the rye. Like I don't want to waste my palate on.
I know what I like.
Right. I'm here for the rye.
Are you like, I'm like this sometimes where I'm like, if I think I like something, I won't try anything else, even though I might like it.
Right.
Like if someone did a blind sample taste test, I probably would like everything. But if someone told me that this is the thing.
Yeah, I'm weird about that. I'm weird about tasting something. You're like, I don't know. What you trying to give me? Oh, they all I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I love Woodford. I love Woodford.
Woodford is really good. It's really smooth. Like that's my favorite brown liquor.
Yeah. Is it cheaper in Louisville than it is? No. Because Woodford is like high end.
It's very high end.
Yeah.
It's very high end.
So I'm like, maybe I come to Louisville, get like Woodford for $4, but that doesn't exist there.
You would only in your dreams.
Yeah, only in my college town.
Yeah, right. Now I like, as far as like clear liquors, I'm a very. It used to be Belvedere. It's actually still Belvedere. I love Belvedere.
Oh yeah.
It became very expensive, and a lot of places don't carry it because they think Grey Goose is the equivalent, and it's not. It's not even the same level.
No.
So
tell them, Holly.
Right. It's Belvedere, and then Poor Man's Belvedere is Tito's, right? So very similar in taste. And then it's hard to find a bar that does not have Tito's, but if they do not have Tito's, then I'm drinking Stoli.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
is it just like a blowing with the wind? I'm gonna order what I feel like that night, or do you go on with a game plan? Like, what's the process of Holly Lynnea ordering a drink?
Well, it depends on what's going on for the night. So if it's showtime, it's bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just hanging out with the girls, or if it's going out, or then it's usually the Tito's and pineapple and soda. Club soda.
Okay. Yeah. That's like a marathon. Like I feel like browns are like, all right, we're thinking, we're in the zone.
Yeah.
And then a light liquor is like, all right, let's turn up. I don't need this for that much.
Right. Well, and with the clears, for me, that I used to drink a lot of Tito's, and I was wondering why. And I was thinking it was because maybe it just wasn't as strong. I don't know, but I stopped drinking it because I would go to clubs and I'd be like, I'm not gonna order the rye bourbon because I don't want to get, I don't want to be deemed a diva and like, oh my gosh, this girl is costing us her rate plus all this bourbon. Like I don't want to be that. Right. Yeah. But so then I was like, okay, well, just give me a Tito's and pineapple and soda. And then I would down those before I even got on stage. And I'm like, I shouldn't be drinking like
you can't.
I'm drinking so much. And then I get on stage and I don't even feel it.
Right.
Like I'm not even relaxed or anything. I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Trying to play around with like, what'd you say?
I said, if I have to buy my bourbon at the club, then I'll buy my bourbon. But I'm not going to be down and you're not going to get me and say that Holly was drinking like 7 or 8 Tito's soda a night. You're not going to get that.
Because you just put Tito's with water and then it's just water.
Exactly. You might as well. And so I will let them buy me one, and then I will buy the rest of them out of my own pocket just so that You know, plus it just looks good to support the club. But, you know, I prefer the Woodford rye and ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ginger, nice. I do it on the rocks, but it's just like it just goes down so quickly.
It does.
Then, yeah.
It does. And I used to drink Belvedere neat.
That is a that's Jesus Christ.
But that's how good
was that while you're watching blood come out of someone's arm? Because that is a super villain thing to say. You used to drink vodka neat.
I used to drink vodka neat, and the reason
you have a hairless cat you would pet when you drink your neat vodka.
No,
neat vodka is for super villains. That's what your shop probably was. You probably got.
Listen, vodka is for Bond girls.
I know. They all turned out to be super evil.
No, they weren't. Bond girls?
I guess Halle Berry wasn't.
Exactly. Thank you.
You couldn't make Halle Berry evil. Then they would have got called racist.
Yeah, right. Right. So, you know, but it was just like, it became to... Then you have to explain to people who don't really drink, like, why are you not turning up? You know, like you don't turn up with quality liquor, right? Yeah, you don't. You take your time and you sip it. If it's good, you take your time and you sip it. And a neat drink you don't have to turn it up. You don't have to waste it, and you really don't have to mix it.
Exactly.
So, you know, I would just sip that, and then I just couldn't find it. And then I wasn't doing Tito's like that. And I switched to brand. And then, you
know what? I'll just take a neat. That's some street cred. That's like, that is like DMX turning up the Hennessy bottle.
That is.
I saw that you posted that you went to you got to meet DMX.
I did.
What was that? Was that?
My condolences to you.
Thank you. He is in my family.
Okay. All right. But I did. It was a Hard Knock Life tour when it came to Louisville.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it was.
Where was it?
It was at the Louisville Gardens.
Okay.
And we got backstage. That was the second time that I had met Method Man. First time I had met Redman. Only time I had met Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But you know, it was me and my best friend, and we got backstage and we got to meet. He was into her. He wasn't into me, unfortunately. But you know,
who's that?
Huh? My best friend.
X? You talking about X?
Yeah. So we got to meet him, and but he was nice to me. I mean, you know, even nicer to her. But but
are you taller or shorter than DMX?
Slightly shorter.
Slightly.
Only slightly.
He was a tiny guy.
Yeah, he was short. He was short. I mean, he was short.
A presence that was like.
Yeah, he's shorter than Jay-Z. I know that for sure. Because Jay-Z was like really tall, and I you know, that was Gigawatt Jay-Z.
Shit, that was Big Pimpin' Jay-Z. Okay.
Yeah, because Emil was with him.
Oh no way.
Yeah, she was in there. Now she's gorgeous. But so they're both tall. But he was short. He was just. Yeah. I just only had to look like right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So did your friend stay in contact with Dark Man? No.
Nah, you know, he was trying to smash, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
Trying to smash, you know.
Yeah.
You know, no backstage tales or nothing like that. Nothing like that. We're good girls. Good girls
like bad guy. Do you have a favorite DMX song?
Ooh, you had to come back to me on that one.
Okay.
I really can't pick out one because he's the dog. Like
I know. I don't think I could pick out. It would depend on the day.
Yeah, well, it was in the era of loving dudes in Timbs with bald heads, right? That was like back in the 90s. That was like Tupac, DMX, like they all had the bald heads. They was built. They had
they were skinny. They're short.
Right. Yeah. They either wearing Timbs or they were wearing lugs. You know,
like, how do you walk? I bought a pair of lugs. Could not walk in those motherfuckers. They're like 40 pounds a piece.
I know.
No wonder people walk so slow.
I know. Or the Doc Martens.
But I think that was an old white man shoe, and then we stole that back like we did the N-word. It was crazy. We took Doc Martens back. Next, we're coming for your sketches.
I thought he was. I thought he was going back in time with Marty. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I don't know who Doc Martin is. I just know that they were heavy as hell. I knew, like, it would always baffle me. I'm like, how are these dudes in New York running from the cops in these Timbs? How you running?
No way. I mean, cops have to be morbidly obese not to be able to catch these men.
Well, eating all those donuts.
That's why they introduced stop and frisk. They're like, we'll just get you before we need you.
Right. Stop. Stop.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. Have you been doing with all of the shit that's come out over the last, the trial of the guy that I've not said his name. I won't say his name here, but that's gone on. And then a couple of more police shootings have gone on. How do you, as a woman of color, deal with like this constant news cycle being publicized? Because I feel I've always known that this happens, but now it is publicized, and I'm thankful for that. It weighs on my psyche, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, it is. It's a unnecessary. What is it called? Trauma porn, and I'm really kind of over it, like we all are. And it's just, every Black person that I know is tired.
Yeah.
Like we're like just exhausted, not broken, which that I love about us.
Sure.
Right. But we're tired. Right.
Yeah.
So, and I think right now there's a lot of people. I love this year, this awakening. I'm not very happy about the fact that we are having to reteach history. Right. So I'm not happy about that. I don't mind doing it. Just don't ask me no dumb questions, right? So, especially stuff that you can Google, right? Like grandpa didn't know everything. And if you want to talk tax here, people were stolen. They were brought here to work and to build a country, right? Black women were brought in from the field to rear, nurse, and raise children of people who did not look like them, and then have the nerve to oppress them, and then call them lazy, and then welfare queens, and all this kind of stuff, all the bootstrap talk, and for sure. Well, while at the same time forgetting that every little milestone that we reach on this game of life in somebody else's world, the goalpost keeps getting moved, right? So, or it's I'm going to take my ball and go home, or you've gained so many more points than me, so many more, extra men than me. I'm going to cut open your bag and have you lose a little extra men. Like it's just these different tactics that people are forgetting, or they say they're not aware of it. They probably aren't aware of it. That's just what a system is, a successful system, right? Is that, you don't notice it. It's not like you know, we don't see the ones and the zeros in the air, but we know that they're there, right? Like just like in the Matrix, right? The ones and the zeros are everywhere. When you're looking through different lenses, you can see it all. But if you don't have the lens on, then you can't see it. It's just around and it just works. And you don't realize that it's working for you. But it is working for you. It's working for you while you sleep. It's like passive, you know, it's like,
do you feel like you're often asked to play the role of Neo in this metaphor, which is coming in to free people from their blinders, bring them to the real world, and like a lot of people are going to be, because you have no choice but to see it from a young age. So I guess, I mean, are you, like, a lot of times I feel like Neo to white people, but I don't, just like he did in the trilogy, I don't want that burden, even though it's bestowed upon me, because I am the quickest answer to, as you said, stupid questions.
Right.
So like, oh, that's my friend. I can just ask them this question that is probably dumb, and then I'll apologize like 3 or 4 years later. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. I don't feel like that, because I feel like I do a pretty good job of trying to share information so you don't have to ask me a dumb question. And you know, but you know, if there are things that but I still get my fair share of dumb questions, and so
can't stop it. I
can't stop. Well, the only thing that it does is that it saddens me and it maddens me at the same time, because I know that at least the people that I know that I've known for some years, I want to think that they have the best intentions, right? To try to ask me things because they feel they feel a level of comfort with me, that they feel like they can say, "Hey, Holly, you know, let me ask you something that's Googleable," right?
Right.
But they want to vet it just to make sure they're not out of pocket, right? And so I'll give you one time, I'll give you one answer, and if you can't get it beyond that point, then that is a you problem. And I'm not doing your emotional labor or legwork for you anymore, right? Like I've been told to do my Googles. You can do your Googles too, right?
I love that because you have to find a way to save your own strength.
Right.
Like you said, we're tired.
You're asking me to do a history report for you that was assigned to you, but you want me to do the research. You want me to write it. You want me to format it in a way that is passable or palatable to you, and then hand it into you and have it pass. And I'm just not.
It's not happening.
I'm not doing it.
It's not happening.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
It's not happening. It's not.
No.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
I can't, like, you know, but I will I'm more than willing to share resources. Hey, here's a great book. Here's this or that or whatever, you know. But you know, I'm not gonna read a book for you and tell you what it's about. You know, if you want to walk through life with blinders on, even Hollywood can't depict this story correctly, right? And it's funny to me how the heads of Hollywood, who don't look like us, right? Have this imagination, but yet still need our stories.
Right.
You know I mean, like, and you know, you can, if you have the imagination, if you have the time to dream up something, then you have the time to research something.
Right.
So, I just don't. I can't really do it. So, you know, I just and you know, a lot of my comedy is about.
I was going to ask you, do you feel yourself over the last few years putting more of that stuff into your comedy? Or are you?
No,
That like not even.
And I worried about that because, especially over this year, because, or at least the past 2 years, when it started to come up a little more, it was kind of like a pimple that was growing a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like 2020 was like popped, right? But
yeah.
but leading up to that, it was growing. We was picking at it, you know. But I just back then it was a chuckle he about these issues that I'm bringing to light. Like these are you think they're jokes because you can't walk in my shoes and you can only see it from your lens, right? So I will admit that I have not written a whole lot of new material over the year. I've just been taking the time to do me and grow as
there's no need for admission, or that's
but listen,
I don't understand how people are thriving in a shutdown. Like,
well, but the thing
you need a lot of input to write new stuff.
And there's a lot of things that are happening in society that, I mean, that is enough. We've had experiences like, and you can't ignore the panorama when you get on stage, right? Like that's a whole year, right? That's what everyone's been doing for a whole year. However, I have not written any panorama jokes, right? So, and I don't know if I really want to address that because I don't want to waste my platform talking about the fact that we was all fighting over toilet paper. Like, I'm not going to waste my time doing that. We all know what we was doing for the past year. Unless you was in a coma, then we all know what we were doing, right? So
I feel like that lends itself to what your comedy is. You stray away from things that everyone else is talking about. No. So you're not going to try to do a new take on the same joke that 148,000 other people have tried to do.
But you know what I would do is I would take the jokes that I was already doing and I was already talking about these issues that you were ha-haing about. Now, my concern is, are you too tender and too sensitive to take the joke? Or are you going to take it and be like, well, God damn it, I don't want to hear about this, Okay, well, 2 years ago, you were ha-haing when I was doing the stereotype jokes. It's the joke. Now you're just tender because you've been.
That's one of my favorite. Yeah. I went to a mostly white high school. And so like when I was in high school, it was all funny and shit like that. When I was like, oh yeah, blink twice if you get pulled over with me in your fucking passenger seat. But if I bring up police brutality today, now you're like, why is everything about race? Because it always has been. That's why it was funny.
Exactly.
Then. That's why, honestly, it's still funny.
It is very funny.
If it was funny then, it's funny now because the same things are going on.
But the joke's on you now.
That's exactly right. Your perspective's changed. Ours has not changed.
Step into my world and see how them jokes were funny. Now these jokes, the tables have flipped. See, the joke was about me at first, and I'm doing the same joke, and I come back a year.
Now it's like, oh shit, white guilt. Okay, that.
I'm so sorry.
I really feel it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to, man, get out of here with that shit. I don't. I don't want to.
I'm conflicted about it because I want to educate and talk to my friends and have conversations, but it's also difficult because it is hard. So.
Well, you have to. I think you have to.
It's tiresome.
I think you have to clarify or vet whether or not the person is really serious about having a conversation, or they're wanting just to.
I'm not doing. I was in a bad space where I was doing Facebook and social media arguments, and I let that go. Yeah. Now I just reserve it for friends, and then I've always talked about race in my act ever since I started.
You know,
of course.
I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna gut punch. Yeah. My whole idea was to gut punch. I'm not a quirky, and I'm not a Def Jam comic either, right? I'm gonna bring you something that's gonna. I call it, and my friend Ramon hates this. When I call it infotainment, right?
Infotainment.
Right, or entertainment. or edutainment, because it's like,
oh, I wish that would take
I,
over BET.
Right. when I come to you, I'm going to tell you about things that I've experienced or things that happen and things that you weren't aware of because you live with blinders on and you have the ability to see things from someone else's point of view. And you don't see the ones and the zeros that you live in and you benefit from. Because I straight up had a conversation with someone who manages a comedy club, and they were telling me how, that they were oppressed too, and they grew up poor, and so they can't be
right like that.
And I'm just like, this is not, there are no laws about you not having money, right? There are laws in place that prevent me from having money. That is the difference between, that is what the system is. The system is so sweet that you don't even notice that just by your presence is an oppression to me. Because it is just your entitlement, and it is the things and the privilege that you're afforded. Right. And some people, it's not, no one's saying that you've gone out and got a whip and beat somebody. That is not racism, right? Is
they feel it's feel guilty about the fantasy.
Exactly. But I know you thought about it. But I know you thought about it. But it's just the mere presence that you are paying into this system, whether you like it or not. And those are some things that people need to be made aware of. And a lot of people are not handling it that well. They don't like the fact that, because I remember growing up, people with the guys would say, well, I didn't do it. Like, I don't have any part of, racism or slavery. I didn't do it. Yeah, you didn't have to have whipped anybody for you to be able to benefit from oppression of my people.
Exactly.
You pay into it like you pay dues at a country club, right? You pay into the privilege that you get to deny me from being able to do the same things, like making me live in certain areas of a city and cutting me off from certain funding and things of that nature. And here's the thing, that no one has ever asked for retribution. And the thing that people need to remember, we've never asked for revenge. We asked for equal playing field, right? We just want it to be equal. It can't be an equal foot race if your line starts up here and my line starts way back here. That's not the same.
My line starts back here and I got a potato sack on.
You're
gonna lap me a couple times.
Exactly. So it's like, if you, all we're saying is that, okay, if you so great, right? If you so great, then put us at the same part of the starting line in, and let's see great. And I think that people are fearful of that, and that saddens me that happens. Because at the end of the day, ultimately, all we all want as individuals, as human beings, is for us to be happy, for us all to be happy, all have the same abilities to be able to grow and prosper and raise children and families and live the lives that we want to live without anyone telling us how to do it. That's what makes this country okay. I'm not even great. It makes this country okay.
This country great again, and now we have some new followers on. Now that I said that,
okay. Was it great? I don't know. Was it great?
It never has been. I wrote a thing about that.
Okay, but so I just think that is the thing that is going to be challenging for me when I get back on the road. Is just I'm going to be saying these same jokes, and now that these jokes have had time to sit and then have some new meaning behind them. Now
you got forced by. Have you been taking dates?
I just started. So I just have like rebookings from last year. I don't have any new dates. But But I'm hoping that'll pick up. So if anybody is watching, hit me up, book me.
Yeah.
We're
Do you
ready.
have anything you want to promote? Any dates you want to promote? We got people from Ohio. We got people from Chicago. We got Indianapolis. We got, I think Nashville's in that. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I love all of those cities. Let's see.
I think got her Instagram at the bottom. Been scrolling.
Oh yeah. So that's my social media handle everywhere. Just hit me up. Say that you saw me on Saturday night with Dwight.
Not Friday night.
And say
on Saturday.
You saw
not
me
the Friday episode. That was just Holly.
Yeah, don't say on Friday because I know you're a liar. Because you're a liar. Don't be a liar. Okay. No more lying. 2021. Okay, we've done with the lies. But so as far as promotion, I'm doing Alex's room in July 18th.
Nice.
Yeah, the Black
Circle.
The brewing
Black Circle Brewery. I'm there every Sunday.
Yes.
It is awesome show. I'm there this Sunday actually.
Oh, are you?
Do you know what date it is?
I want to say July 18th, if that's the 18th. Yeah.
July 18th would be great because I'll be back from my honeymoon.
Will you? Oh yeah.
I will be.
Yay.
Yes.
I'm checking. July 18th. Yes, that's the Sunday.
Yes.
So I'll be in Indy then. I'm supposed to be in Atlanta in June.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do Austin in October. So my dates are very sporadic, and I'm even booked in 2022 with just one. But, because we didn't know what was going to happen, right? Like, we did not
know what was going to happen.
And do you feel like it's too early to go back out?
Yeah. Well, like I'm doing Dayton. I'm doing clubs, like you said, that I've done before.
Okay.
So, and I'm at the Sunday show this week, and that's outdoors. So,
okay.
I mean, we're gonna put that Johnson & Johnson to a test. I said, if we can get past a blood clot, then this shit better work. Right?
I need you to make it to your wedding. I need you to make it to your wedding, brother.
I will do my. Yeah. I'm not worried about it. It's like 7 people out of 70 million. I don't know. It's
okay. Like it's
a very rare thing.
And my cousin are the only 2 people that I know that got the Johnson & Johnson.
You got that shit. So if we both get buck wild, then
I want some of that Johnson & Johnson in. If y'all get
Holly, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Sure,
thank you for coming on 2 nights in a row. I appreciate you. You're my fucking favorite. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you.
Bye, everybody. Make sure you connect with me on social media. I promise
Follow Holly. Hell yeah. That was fantastic. I love Holly. I love her voice. I love her insight. This has been Saturday Night with Dwight. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are fantastic. I love you so much. Cheers. I will see you next month. I'm going to put up a poll because I'm coming back to the Comedy Attic on the 3rd week of next month. I don't have the date in front of me, but so I'll either do one of these from my hotel room or I'll do one a week earlier. But I sincerely appreciate you all. I love you so much. Saturday Night with Dwight, baby. Good night.